So we're gonna have a special guest hop on here, and we're gonna talk about Suicide Squad. Hello.
Hi. Did you see me making faces at you?
I did.
I was like,
Tugs?
I'm good. How are you?
Tugs on the main Geeks and Gamers channel.
I think
What's
this is
up
my
with that?
first time, too.
I know it. I know. Good to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
How are you today?
I'm good. Got a busy day of streams ahead, so just getting prepared.
Tell everybody a little bit about what you do at Geeks and Gamers.
Everything. I'm Krista's second in command, basically.
That's pretty much it. Much it.
Krista's second in command. I'm park hopping. I now help run the Geeks and Gamers official Twitter account, so come at me. Sports Wars. What else am I? I don't know. I'm everywhere, really.
You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep. Good to have you here. So you got to see an early screening of Suicide Squad. So give us your non-spoiler kind of review of Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad.
Where do I even begin? The movie is absolutely insane. It's a little over 2 hours. I think it's just under 2.5. And I will tell you, it starts crazy in the first 5 minutes, and that's James Gunn's way of saying, hey, this is what you're in for. So he flat out tells you, if you don't like this, you're not gonna like the rest of the movie. And then it's just nonstop from there. It's 2.5 hours of just, you almost barely don't get to breathe. It's just nonstop action. It's nonstop. This is happening. This is going on over here. There's twists and turns all over the place. It is so good. It's my favorite DC movie next to Shazam, to be honest with you. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, that's not a high bar, but it's hilarious, but it's not Guardians of the Galaxy hilarious. You had asked me that the other day, and I had said yes, but I changed my mind. It's not Guardians of the Galaxy funny. It's, should we be laughing at this? Adult dark humor funny. So if you're a fan of James Gunn, like I have been for, I don't even know how long now, since Slither, it's that his dark humor comes through a lot. He takes these characters that people have never heard of before, and he actually makes you care about them. And every single actor and actress that portrays these characters in this movie, they bring the characters to life. I absolutely fell in love with Ratcatcher too. The actress nailed that. She is probably my favorite character that was introduced in this movie. She nailed it. You really feel for her. She brings the humanity to the group. John Cena is the perfect peacemaker. There's nobody else that can play that role. But yeah, it's so good. It's funny. It's very violent. Think Deadpool, but more. So like Deadpool times 2 in terms of the violence and the gore. So if you're not into that, you might get a little squeamish, but it just is really good. And he really goes very comic booky with it. It's very over the top, straight off the page. This is insane. It makes no sense, but it all works so brilliant well together. And he bringing Starro to the big screen, it was an insane move in and of itself. I give it 5 out of 5 stars, 100%. I loved it. I loved it personally. Now, I haven't seen one bad review yet, to be honest.
Yeah, it's been pretty overwhelming, the positivity from this movie. So now I'm a fan of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 or Volume 1 and Volume 2. I love those movies. I even like 2 a lot more than a lot of people, because that one disappointed some people. I liked Suicide Squad, the first one, even though I don't think it's a good movie. I think it has a lot of problems, but I found a lot of enjoyment in it. Are there any similarities from those 3 movies, like in terms of like, obviously there's going to be some, but does it feel the same, or is it just completely, does it feel like a rated R version of Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Okay.
No, it's James Gunn. He has his little touches. Like if you have watched a lot of James Gunn stuff, you're going to recognize that it's a James Gunn movie. He has his own style, which every director does, but they're 2 completely different things. Guardians of the Galaxy is for everybody. Children can watch Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie, if I see anybody next weekend in the theater with a child, we're calling the security guard, because children are not. This is for adult comic book fans and adult movie fans in general. They're 2 completely different things.
Wow.
And I'm not even kidding.
So it's that violent.
It's that violent. It's that violent. There's a lot of adult, not a lot. There's a few adult themes in there too. It's just don't bring your kids. Just trust me.
Okay.
What else did I have to say? And I personally, I know a lot of people are doing this just because it's natural. I can't compare it to Suicide Squad 2016 because Suicide Squad 2016, I really enjoyed. And a lot of people say that they hated it, but it still made almost $700 billion. So I have questions there. That movie was made, and we all know the interference, and I'm not even talking about that, but that movie was made for as a general comic book movie, something that they put out for everybody to watch, to cater to sort of everyone. Come and watch this popcorn flick. It's about these heroes. We all know who Harley Quinn is. This is for everybody. This one is not that way. This one is geared towards a very specific moviegoer without being, this wasn't made for you. Am I making sense when I say that? It's geared towards adult comic book fans. It's geared towards, if you are a gore hound, you're gonna love this movie. If you like the little bit of dark humor, a little bit of twisted things, you're somebody that jokes about stuff and people go, should we be laughing? You're gonna love this movie. If you're a hardcore Suicide Squad fan, you're gonna love this movie because it's pure, just absolute madness, just like their comic books are. So I don't even like comparing the two with each other. It is a sequel. I will say, I'm going to confirm this. It is a sequel to Suicide Squad's 2016. When the characters like Harley and Captain Boomerang and Rick Flag, like they obviously all know each other. They don't make direct reference to it, but they know each other and they say, hey, what are you doing here? Oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time or whatever. So it is a sequel, but you don't have to watch the one in 2016 to watch this one. Like James Gunn does not. He did very well with not referencing anything directly to where you were confused. You just know that this team has been together for a while and they all know each other. Obviously, they've worked together before. So it's if I'm going to compare it to anything, honestly, it would be more on the Deadpool level than it would be Guardians. It would be more of like that in that realm.
Well, I think that's good. I mean, I think that's good because, I think a lot of people felt like this was just going to be a slightly more mature version of Guardians of the Galaxy with James Gunn being involved. So the fact that it's not, and it's more geared towards hardcore fans or adult fans, I think is a huge positive in where we are with Hollywood stuff right now. I mean, I understand, James Gunn, there's a lot of, there'll be a lot of things about what happened with him in the past and everything with but I think that's completely irrelevant from the conversation as long as it doesn't have any impact on the movie. And so it sounds to me like this is all systems go on this movie so far from everybody, and you loved it. So and I know
James
you
Gunn went all out. He went all out for it. Like it's pure James Gunn. It's James Gunn without a leash. Which he's never really had. I will say that with his movies, he's never really had that restriction before. I've never seen. I've never seen anybody really, which he's been blessed to just kind of go all out with it. And it's not Guardians of the Galaxy. I know a lot of people were worried about that. Guardians of the Galaxy more has like, that's funny. It's supposed to be funny. This is. Yeah. It's funny, but I feel bad. Right. So if you're worried about that, don't worry about that.
So the biggest concern that our audience is going to have, wokeness. Is it woke? Is there any wokeness? Is there any identity politics?
There's no wokeness. There is a very small scene where
spoilers on it.
No spoilers, but there's a very very tiny scene where Harley kind of does a speech to herself about the men that she's dated in the past. That I think some guys will probably be like, oh, here we go. But it works for the scene. Like it's not anything woke. It's not any girl power. James balances out every single character. A lot of toxic masculinity just between Idris Elba and John Cena alone. Just that they have like a competition, counting bodies, kind of like Legolas and Gimli in Lord of the Rings. I got more than you. I bought 20. I'm at this. They kind of do that male competition, which is hilarious. Kind of thing. There was no virtual signaling. There was none of that. It was just these are these characters. This character shines here. Harley shines because she does this. Ratcatcher shines because she does this. And Ratcatcher, I know a lot of people were worried about Ratcatcher too, because she is female and Ratcatcher is a male character. They explain that in the movie, and she really surprised me. And a lot of people, if you go and you read the reviews that people have seen it, they absolutely fell in love with her, and rightfully so. Like she brought that character. It was a new character that she could really do what she wanted, and when James could write her the way he wanted to, and it doesn't take anything away from Ratcatcher himself. So
okay,
that was
excellent. Excellent. So
It's so
great.
good. I can't wait to see it
Yeah,
again.
so that's a great feedback, Tugs. It's awesome to have you, here on the main channel, and so tell everybody where they can find you. I know you have a Twitch channel. You're doing a great job over there.
Yes,
So
I am on Twitch. That Tug Life with 2 G's on the Tug. That Tug Life. I'm going live with Park Hoppin' in about 45 minutes for our stream, and then I'm randomly on Sports Wars and Mario Kart on Sundays here with the Geeks and Gamers team, and that's I'm around. You'll see
yep.
me.
Well, you did a great job, Tugs. It was awesome
Thanks.
having you on. So we're
Thank
gonna
you for
clip
me.
this out for its own upload for the channel, and I think Suicide Squad sounds really good. So really excited about it. Well, Tugs, have a great day. We'll see you over on
You
Park
too.
Hopping. All right. All
Bye.
right.